Come on! When is it gonna end, Robbie?
Guys, I'm tired, man. Literally just after I decided to make a video about Arsenal and how we're on the up, we're not in our banter era anymore, you know, we're actually a good team now. What do we decide to do? We decide to go to the Emirates, go to Paris and get absolutely bummed by PSG and just fuck up our only chance of silverware for the rest of the season. And I can't lie, bro, I'm tired. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of Arsenal in the Champions League. We ain't got the underbelly for it. We're just not cut out for this, bro. You know, I've been an Arsenal fan my whole life, and trust me, I've seen us lose in the Champions League in ways that, to this day, I can't even fathom how it's possible to lose like that. But I thought maybe, you know, this season would be different. You know, I said in the video, we seem like a different team. We seem more mature. Fuck that. That went out the window. Half our team didn't turn up for the whole fucking first leg in the Emirates. We got bitched about for 90 minutes. And in Paris, we decided to fucking leave our shooting boots in the change room and let Donnarumma, who I actually, you know what, I deserve this, bro. My PSG video, I hated on Donnarumma. I said he is dog shit. And what the fuck did he do? He turned into prime Manuel Neuer against Arsenal. So, you know, after seeing us absolutely sell in the Champions League semi-final, I sort of sat back and started reminiscing on all the dark moments in the Champions League as an Arsenal fan. And I really started to realize that, you know, we have a dark history in the Champions League. So what I wanted to do today is to go back in the past, a little blast from the past, and see what I think are the worst fumbles that we've ever had in the Champions League. Now, first off is obviously the most obvious example, probably our best opportunity to win the Champions League. I mean, I wasn't even fucking born here, so do I really have a right to talk? I don't know, to be honest. But it's the 2006 Champions League final in Paris. You know, obviously I don't remember the game because I wasn't actually fucking born. I was just baking off in the womb. But just looking at it and seeing the highlights, everything, and we sold hard, bro. Now, realistically, should we have been able to get to the final? Maybe not. I mean, our team was kind of stinky. But we did get there, and that's all that matters. We decided to do our best 2022 Argentina impression and concede 2 goals in 4 fucking minutes. I still don't know how this is cool. We had a red card, I get that, and it was a bullshit red card. But 2 goals in 4 minutes in a Champions League final, bro. What the fuck was our team doing? Not to mention, we let a guy that, forgive me if I'm wrong and if you're a bit older watching the video, but who the fuck is Belletti, bro? Who is that? We let this guy score the winning goal in a Champions League, bro. This was the first sign that the world's coming to an end, bro. We have a guy who I've never heard of, yeah, scoring a winner in a Champions League final against us. Now, to this day, this day probably lives rent-free in Arsenal fans' head. They probably have nightmares about it, and they can't really get to sleep probably around this time of the year just because of the sheer bottle, the selling, the choke that we put on display in this game. But this isn't really a personal experience because obviously I wasn't alive and I wasn't born during the game, so I don't really have many feelings towards the game. Now, one that I do remember and that does hit home for me is losing to Barcelona again in 2011. Now, in hindsight, this isn't really that bad. You know, this Barcelona team is still arguably the best team of all time, so losing to them and only losing 4-3 on aggregate is quite a valiant effort. But I think it's the fact that we were actually winning going into the second leg. You know, we went to Barcelona with a lead. And what the fuck do we decide to do? We decide to get a red card. You know, I've noticed this about this club. Every time things are going well, you know, we can't make it easy for ourselves. What do? We sell our soul and we get a red card. I've noticed it, bro. This season, this game, Van Persie wanted to get a red card for some reason. You know, I know people dispute the fact that it's a red card, but he does fucking kick the ball away after he's heard the whistle. Claiming, obviously, that he hasn't heard the whistle, but, you know, he's not deaf. So I'm noticing a pattern, bro. I think we have some sort of blood contract at our club that when things are going too well, we have to handicap ourselves and give ourselves a red card. As a whole, I can't lie, this one's not that deep. It's not. Because this Barcelona team, probably the best team to ever play football, play the beautiful game. So losing to them isn't really anything to be embarrassed about. But the next one I'm about to talk about, I think this goes under the radar, bro. It's losing to Monaco in 2015, bro. To Monaco, bro. We lost 3-1 at home to Monaco in 2015. You know our team back then, we didn't have scrubs, you know. We had Alexis Sanchez, Cazorla, fucking Aaron Ramsey, Giroud, Walcott. We had good players back then, you know. Okay, maybe not as good as now, but our team wasn't scrubs. And to lose to Monaco in the Champions League after we lost 3-1 at home. At home. How do you even lose 3-1 at home, bro? I don't even, to Monaco at least. How is that possible? And I remember watching the second leg. I remember we missed so many fucking chances in that game. I remember it so vividly. And I think this was the day where I started to deep, yo, maybe the Champions League just ate for Arsenal, bro. As a young, spry lad, think how sad that is, bro. As a young, spry lad, these are the thoughts that are being placed into my head. You know, a time of carefreeness, of joy, of prosperity, of just love and kindness. What's going on in my head? Yo, my club's too shit. We can't win the fucking Champions League, bro. And it's because of this game. This game scarred me for life. To this day, I still get tremors just thinking about this tie. It's giving me PTSD for life. But another fixture that has given me PTSD for life, I think you guys know the one I'm talking about. Probably the most famous Arsenal getting molested, bummed, brutalized in the Champions League. The 10-2 against Bayern in 2017. Now this tie has to be the biggest reason, the biggest catalyst of me getting bullied in school. It was this tie. I don't understand how you can lose 5-1, not once, but twice. You lose 5-1, okay, away from home, but we lost 5-1 at home as well. You're telling me guys they're paying tickets to go to this match, bro. You're paying a lot of money to see your team get touched 5-1, bro. Arsenal fans, I'm an Arsenal fan as well, but Arsenal fans that went to that match, my condolences are with you. I'm sorry. You wasted your money. You spent your money to watch us get absolutely brutalized by Bayern. Don't get me wrong. This was a good Bayern team. Like, they took Madrid to the brink in the Champions League. You know, Madrid had to do the black magic, ref bullshit, and score some offside goals. But still, like, 10-2 over 2 games. It's just dark, bro. It's just dark. And after reminiscing about all this, I started to just really ponder and wonder, you know, in my wise mind, my wise brain, I started to really think, will we win the Champions League ever? Honestly, like, I'm really starting to think that we might just be cursed, bro. We might be cursed to a lifetime of just failure in the Champions League. And that, as an Arsenal fan, is a terrifying thought. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have time for today. If you like the video, leave a like. If you don't like the video, leave a like as well. If you disagree with me in the comments, then feel free to let me know. Also, let me know if you like the new gameplay. I decided to switch it up from Minecraft because I don't know why guys are just hating on the Minecraft gameplay, but you know what, fair enough. I decided to switch it up a little bit. So let me know what you guys think of that. Anyway, guys, see you.